時にはロビーでのんびりするだけでも結構楽しいものだと思うぞ。俺と共にロビーを駆け抜け風になってみないか。プレゼントボックス何か届いてるようだぞ。俺がついてる。
Grimner Jida. Grimner versus Jida. Excellent. Excellent.
Why not?
Here begins Fate's episode. Grimner
Versus.
versus Eustace.
Use this game one. Why not? Why not?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Probably could have killed there.
Excellent. Perfect. Battle 2. Engage.
Nope.
Excellent.
I think I caught him with, what, 3 of those? 4 of those? Basically the exact same situation. He's just running forward and then just gets it.
Engage.
Okay. Two, three. Good match. Bad drop.
Battle 2. Engage.
Fair enough. Can you let me out, please? Thank you. And you're dead.
勝ち負けにこだわらなくてもさ、実
It's all it took. Just press one button at the wrong time. Then see ya.
Excellent. Excellent.
風の呼吸。
So I'm late night same gaming. Yes sir, Razzle. Today is double checking. Yep, today is Wednesday, which means the late night stream.
Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
How you doing there, Razzle?
Here begins Fate's episode. Grimner versus Galleon.
Neat. Thank you. So that says it works out. Well, there you go. Why did you need to keep yourself up?
One.
Something going on?
Engage.
飛べ飛べ飛べ風発進飛べ耐えられるか世界一
Great.
Wake up, ultimate grab.
Perfect.
What?
Battle 2. Engage.
Well, I was doing all right. Now I'm just confused. Gotcha. What time you start? Yeah, that's a pretty decent shift, to say the least. I understand why you want to. Understand why you want to sleep in now, or you want to. Yeah, well, I understand why you want to sleep in now. So you've been waking up around 6 to 7, and you're going for a 3 to 3 shift. Yeah, I understand. Makes complete sense to me.
Battle 2. Engage.
I want to assume that was a input. Sorry, well, there you go. Fair enough. Don't worry, we'll be here for at least a few hours. You got at least a couple hours of Zane to hopefully keep you awake.
Battle 3. Engage.
I would have started a little sooner than I did, but the League of Legends the mid-season invitational is going on right now, and the match going on. Let's just say it took over 20 minutes for the first kill to happen, and I was like, I'll start stream once the first fight happens, so I know who it looks like is winning this. Like 15 minutes later. I'm like, oops. On the bright side of that, though, I was right. Basically, I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch until the first fight or the first kills happen, so I can probably take a guess on who's going to win. And hey, guess what? The team that got the first kill, yep, they won. That's all was nasty. Yeah, it was just. What ended up being nasty about it was less the stall itself and more the fact that I think he accidentally walked out of the corner. So I think he went for a DP, but he ended up getting throw instead because it was in the other direction. So that's what really ended up making it messed up. Also, it was good, Trunks. Not doing too bad. First YouTube schedule, our first YouTube video of the new video schedule came out today, so fingers crossed. And besides that, doing okay. Going to Boston a week from tomorrow. Here's the hoping that goes well, and yeah. Well, fingers crossed. Appreciate it, man. As always, I promise nothing except that I will try my best. As always, the only thing I ever promise. And yeah, but basically what you typically want to do when you see the air stall like that is either if you have a tall enough 2H to just go for the 2H. And if you don't have a tall enough 2H, which to be fair with most characters, you just walk out of the corner. Because Grimnir's gotta come down eventually, and when he does, odds are you're probably gonna be the one with the advantage.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Oh, shut up, Razzle. Well, too bad, Trunks. This color is banned from all tournaments. Every character has a color like this, and they're all banned at tournaments. The color of the armor is a similar color to the flash of an EX move. So because of that they banned it to make it in case people who don't see as well will end up not being able to know it's an EX move or not. Pretty much it's a cheat costume. It's not exactly cheating, but because for the most part most people can see it, but not everyone can tell. Not everyone can tell the difference. So it's a way that you can get a slight advantage in a way by messing with people who won't know whether or not it's an EX move, since EX moves with projectiles have a different level of hits. EX moves have different frame data than other moves, so just a way to mess with your opponent if your opponent can't tell. Think of it like a more accessible version of wearing the green color on the green stage, and then running barrier assist and using Dragon Rush in Dragon Ball. Basically think of what Kasuga used to do, pretty much. Basically, he would purposely pick everything to make it where makes it where it's very difficult to actually see a Dragon Rush. It's kind of like that in a way, where every character has a color that makes it where it's hard to see EX moves. Camouflage, basically. Can we ban the Wayne for the same reason?
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Unfortunately, I don't think that we're going. I don't think that the character that we're going to be banning a character. Character bans don't really happen anymore. Pretty much across the entirety of the time I've been in the FGC, the only character I've ever seen get banned is Labcode. Primarily because of the fact that orgs, you know, patch the games now. Like I bet you when Leroy came out in Tekken, I bet you that he would have been banned if if there weren't patches to nerf him.
そんなに小さな
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
And if you couldn't tell, Razzle, Trunks likes the lane.
Battle 2. Engage.
Hey, but don't forget the game was tuned to perfection. We believe the game is tuned to its finest. So there will be no more balance patches. In before there were like 4 more balance patches. Basically, each one worse than the last. When are you gonna do the stream to raise for Evo? For Evo France. So that's going to, so the subathon is going to be, or the plan is to start planning for the subathon over the next couple of weeks. So I'll be making a post in my Discord and on Twitter, asking for things people might want to see for the subathon, and then we'll be doing a subathon sometime after Evo, but before tournaments start again. So sometime between the start of August and the start of October. So either sometime in August or September, we'll do the subathon, and to go along with the subathon, I'll put the donation goal to help with going to Evo France. But because one of the reasons why I'm waiting on that is because I haven't even fully decided if I am going to be going to Evo France or not. I want to wait until to see how Boston goes before I decide on if I'm going or not. Because if Boston goes bad, then I probably want the extra gold events, and I'll probably end up going to Mexico instead. But a lot of it will just end up coming down to how Boston goes first and foremost. Because it'd be cool to go to Evo France, don't get me wrong, but I want to qualify for the tour first and foremost. That is the main goal. That is the main goal, is to qualify for the tour finals. And if it means going to Mexico instead, because that gives me the best chance of qualifying, then that's what I'm going to do. But like I said, we'll worry about that after Boston or after Evo. We got Boston to worry about next week. But based on preliminary seedings, I'm going to have to fight against a near player to get out of pools, and then I have to fight someone who I don't know to make top 8s. Understandable. Senior Zane is greater than Monsieur Zane. Monsieur Z. Now one thing I will say is that I pretty much haven't almost none of the tournaments I go to do I ever go sightseeing or anything like that. So where it is outside of how much it costs to get there doesn't mean as much or count as much as it might for other people. It took me 3 separate trips to France to finally go sightseeing. And I wish I was joking. It took me 3. It wasn't until my 3rd time going to France that I finally went and saw the Louvre and the Eiffel Tower. Yep. And my reward for that was I lost 10 euros to scammers under the Eiffel Tower. And I got to see the Eiffel Tower, so. New setup. What's up, Lyra? Yep, we got ourselves a new layout, a new camera, a new room. Same old Zane though. Never come back, kind of thing. Nah, so like I said, I almost never go sightseeing on my travels, basically because these are business trips pretty much. These are business trips, and I treat them as such.
Believe in victory. Battle.
I'm there to compete. I'm there to try and win. And I'm there to promote myself, to benefit my YouTube, benefit my stream, benefit the content. Tournaments are business trips for me. So. Fair, but you get my points though, Trunks.
Battle 2. Engage.
I wasn't mentioning anywhere specifically. I was just saying in general. I'm not gonna go sightseeing or checking around Boston while I'm there. If I do go to Evo France, then I might check out Nice a bit, but I'm not sure how much. I go to these places to compete first and foremost.
Believe in victory.
Because competing, doing well, and spreading the word of our stream is what will hopefully allow me to keep doing these things. And if I grow enough to be able to keep doing these things, then maybe someday when I go to these tournaments, I can go with the plan of sightseeing. So that's the idea. So that's the idea, pretty much. I'm not sightseeing now, so maybe someday I will grow. The content and everything will grow big enough to where I can go to a tournament and plan to sightsee. Oh, what's good, King?
調子悪いな。
草原を吹き当たる風のように
Battle 2.
Oh, I get you, Razza. I don't know how anyone else feels after tournaments, but by the time the tournament is over, I want nothing more than to be home. after eating out basically all week, I want nothing more than to go home and make a sandwich.
Excellent.
勝ち負けにこだわらなくてもさ実俺の勝腕がうずいているんだ
準備よし。
腕がうずいているんだ
Oh, I thought we were supposed to get a rematch, Labyrinth.
Excellent. Excellent.
The video of Vegas? Okay, good. Then I shall see you there at least.
Excellent.
If we manage to somehow be in the same pool for him, if we somehow end up being in the same pool for Evo Vegas, then just someone has it out for us at that point, I think.
Excellent.
Really need Evo to announce the or to let the attendees list show up. Because I would love to see the numbers for each of the games. I don't know how to make sandwiches. What do you do when people make sandwiches for you? No, that's really not how that works.
Here begins Fate's episode. Belia versus Grimner.
I go win a tournament. I get congratulated by a bunch of people while I'm there, and then I come home and then I'm by myself again. I go home. I go home and then for lunch I make my own sandwiches.
Excellent.
That was an accent. All good. That being said, I'm not the one that normally makes dinner, so I make my own sandwich, but dinner's something else. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. escape.
気持ちのいい勝利だ。貴様がどのような
Believe in victory.
I heard.
Engage.
セイトそうだ。
I never learn. How many times must we teach you this lesson, old man? Ah, shit. Fun for it. Yeah.
You win.
Not the counter into death.
Battle 2.
I didn't know counter into death was a true combo. I've always known that install into death is a true combo. That's been around forever. That's been around for as long as installs have been around. Nah. It's only illegal when someone not me tries to do it.
Fates episode. Grimner versus Gran.
I think at this point that's what we've learned about Grimnir over the course of the last like 7-8 months is that it's only illegal if someone that's not me tries to do it.
Believe in victory.
Because even Aqua, probably the second best Grimnir in North America, is stunned by the things that I do and get away with.
Battle 2. Engage.
Okay. Why Grants are hurt so much? Because that's the main thing he does. If he hits you, you die. goes the grinding of blue tonight? It's going alright so far.
Battle.
How about you? How you doing there, How you doing there, Zombie? Goodbye. Fair now that you're home? Fair enough. People die when they're killed.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
People die fair. I don't know why that I don't know why that. No, that reminds me of the movie. I think it was called Day and Nights with Tom Cruise in it. Where he quote unquote kidnaps somebody or pretends to, and then he's like, nobody follow us. If anyone follows, I'm going to shoot myself and then her.
Battle 2. Engage. Great.
Going to see My Chemical Romance. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band.
Excellent.
決まったぞ
Great. Excellent.
Talk about the Black Parade. To join the Black Parade. I'm pretty sure just about everybody, even those who don't know who My Chemical Romance is, knows the Black Parade. Correct, Hippolas. Was good coffee.
Here begins Fate's episode. Grimner versus Vera.
I went out to karaoke with with the League of Legends club at my school, and the club president was like I'm going to sing the Black Parade. I'm like, does anyone want to join me? I'm like, I don't know what the hell that is. I'm not going to join. And then it started playing, and proceeded to have literally every single person in the entire club singing along. Just because that song was just iconic. There were two songs. Actually, no, there were three songs that everyone started singing along to. One, two. One of them was the one I sang for some reason because someone picked it and then I just got forced to sing it, and then the other ones were both sung by the president. One was the Black Parade, the other one was Mr. Brightside, and then of course the one I somehow got dragged into singing was "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley. I never once picked a song for myself at karaoke, but I always somehow managed to get stuck singing a song. I don't know if people would just pick the songs for me and then just expected me to sing them because they just picked songs that required a deep voice. One being the Rickroll, and another one which I ended up singing both times. We went to karaoke. It was Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis.
Believe in victory.
Again, I did not pick the songs. They just came up, and then someone just handed me the mic, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, sure, why not? In my head, I'm just like, it's because I have a deep voice, isn't it? And most of them were my friends, so it was literally just a club. I only knew a couple of them. He's white. He should know this. Again. I think everyone knows. Never going to give you up for a similar reason as the Black Parade. It's iconic, just in a very different way. Just in a very different way than the Black Parade. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye. Like I said, I bet you just because I've got a deep voice. So there's really not many things I can sing, to be fair. Despite how often I just randomly sing songs on stream, I probably should, for the most part, just stick with songs sung by deep voice the singers. Does help a little bit with the range.
Battle 3. Engage.
Crocodile or Excadrill? Oh, Excadrill. I love Excadrill. Back when I actually played on Pokemon Showdown, when I built a sand team, I built it for the most part around Excadrill. A new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no or where to go.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
By the way, but Frank Sinatra will be fine. Oh yeah, Thunder. And now the end is near, and so I faced the final curtain. My friend, I state my case, of which I'm certain. I lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway. But more, much more than this, I did it my way. Shout out to Perfect Cell. Shout out to Perfect Cell and Team 4-Star. Sorry, I missed their Perfect Cell.
ここですか。悪くありません。立て直す。行動裁きを下す。お楽しみはできなかった。参りましょう。はい。行動膝でタオ。あれクローズ。
What are people trying to uncheck me today?
勝ち負けにこだわらなくてもさ、強い思いの
To be fair, my way for the most part doesn't get covered as much anymore. Like, it used to be covered way too freaking much. Also, I did say hi before. What's up there? Doesn't get covered as much anymore. So Cell's cover of it for Team 4-Star was was probably, I guess, the most recent, or at least the things I've watched.
準備よし。
Meanwhile, years ago, it was basically sung on every single talent show known to mankind.
腕がうずいているんだ。
Here begins Fate's episode. Vaseraga versus Grimner.
Obama.
Believe in
We are
victory.
fighting Obama.
Battle 1. Engage.
So Obama is a Vaseraga player. Joe Biden is a chip player. Do we want to know who the hell Trump plays?
Battle 2. Engage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, be very careful, because there's a decent chance that if you pick some weird if you pick a weird character, I might play him.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
「 I hate you, Masaraga. Okay, Dad.
Battle 2. Engage.
Alright, Razzle. Here's the question: favorite character from either Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Abridged, or both if you want to say both. I'm going to pretend I didn't read that. Okay. I'm going to pretend I didn't read. I didn't read that. And I'm just going to move on. Sweet Jesus. I take it Eurobomba Gaming there, Jesse. Or are you just asking? Sure, why not? I played the first to 10 against BSG. I might as well play first to 10 against you as well. Am I going with that route? I'm afraid the others don't like it. So what do people not like about it, out of curiosity? Main reason why I'm doing it right now is because it's not all that. Because it's not all that different than what it's got more corner carry than what I'm doing, and same idea. They're both safe jumps. So. Oh, I know. For the most part, I have that figured out. If you do 2L 5L, or if you do 5LL, or if you do a dash over seal jump like this, then you hold the guard button. If you do a in front seal dash like this, then you don't hold the guard button. And if you do a 6XL, you don't hold the guard button. And if you do close L into close heavy, you don't press the guard button. For the most part, I gotta figure it out. What's up, Eric? So are you making a room, or am I making a room there, Jesse? On 6XL, you do not. On LLL, MMM, HHH, you hold the guard button. On LHHH, you don't hold the guard button. On 66L into MMM, you do not. On same side seal dash, you do not. But on cross up seal dash, you do. What's the guard button for any of those route frame kills? Yep, basically. So when you're really close to them, you need it to literally be basically 1 or 2 frames longer before you do 2 to you. So by holding the guard button, you get that one extra frame. So that's why you hold the guard button on those. But on the other routes, because I don't know exactly why, but on those other routes you don't because it takes longer for the tornado to get pushed away, or for the tornado to hit them. So something involving the heights. So like right there, if I were to go for it, I would hold the guard button since it was cross up on the dash in. Yeah, but as Coffee said, some people aren't really big fans of it, due to the fact that you do have to constantly pay attention to what starter you're on, because if you don't, then not only will the combo not work, all of a sudden there went your corner carry, your Oki, and potentially your plus frames, and you potentially just gave up your turn for no reason. As far as you don't, pretty much. Basically any auto combo starter, you hold the guard button, and then basically anytime you press something before it. Okay, not something press before it. If you do 2L LLL, if you do 2L into LLL, you still have to hold it. So never mind, it's not exactly as simple as that, unfortunately. Yeah, pretty much. If you mess that up, you are whiffing the LDP. I'm fairly confident you are still plus, but it's still not exactly ideal. Also, I have no idea why I'm subjecting myself to this. I literally played a first to 10 against that asshole right there. And now I'm doing it again. That was good, BSG. That was basically what you meant. Yeah, not sure why I'm subjecting myself to all the Vasaraga practice when I'm going to have to fight against a near player in order to get out of pools, and I've got no clue who the hell Joker is. PSG, do you know who Joker is? Or if anyone knows who's Joker is, this is for preliminary seedings, of course, but preliminary seedings has me fighting against Grisk, the near player, to make it out of pools, and then Joker to make it to top 8s. And then, assuming I get that far, I'm seeded to fight either Char Char or Taiga in top 8s. Interesting to see Taiga entering, since Taiga said he would start competing again if Grimnir dies. He said that during CEO. He said he would consider start competing again if Grimnir gets killed. Yeah, I didn't. I got a few tips from Beepaw, and that was it. I just hoped for the best after that, or hope someone else would be the one to beat BSG. Following up, it's kind of as simple as that. Basically at that point, I just hope that someone else would beat BSG, so I wouldn't have to deal with it. Thought Chris switched to Sig. Did he? Okay, then I might be. Then maybe I'm fighting at Siegfried instead, which I'll be honest, much worse, much worse. One of Grimnir's worst matchups. And before someone gets mad at me, this time it's an actually agreed upon bad matchup. Okay. It's an actually agreed upon bad matchup for Grimnir there. Ole!
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Hey, Coffee. Very random question, but did you happen to watch my new YouTube video I posted today, going over all the all my matches from CEO Top 8? Reason I ask is because I'll try and pull it up at the I'll try and pull it up while at the same time playing this match. Because I may or may not make a reference to it at the very start of the video.
What's for
その鎧とかかっこいい要素がたくさん詰まってるよな。俺も右腕が時々薄いって。
Founded? Oh, okay. Guys, things Bubs beat Grim. Things Bubs beats Grim 7-3. Yeah, Bubs does beat Grim pretty badly. It's pretty much universally agreed upon that Bubs is universally agreed upon between Beelzebub players and Grimnir players that Beelzebub is Grimnir's worst matchup. Oh no! He said Bubs loses to Grimnir 7-3. Alright, that's just wrong. I went and watched to see Grams again. Well, I appreciate you watching it, BSG.
in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
You learn anything new, or did anything surprise you, or were you just like, nah, that sounds about right? Oh, shit. Sweep. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But I'll find out who he plays. If anything, when I play him. The only thing I can control is how well I play. Is how well I play when the time comes for me to fight him. So I'll just be trying to make sure that I'm playing as well as I can by the time Boston comes around next week. Oh shit. No, that was a super. Plus on whiff, accurate. Yeah, Beelzebub is easily Grimnir's worst matchup, and there's like I know of at least one Bubs. I thought Kazun Kai also thought that Bubs beat Grim, but I know of one other Bubs player that thinks Bubs hard loses to Grim. But for the most part, everyone else that I've talked to, Grimnir or Beelzebub player, all seem to all agree that that Bubs beats Grim.
Believe in victory.
I, of course, primarily play Grimnir, and I have a very mad Bubs. What Beelzebub? Better normals. We literally have no option to deal with this plus on block dive. He has better air normals. Unless we have 50%, we don't have anything to do against his projectiles. His ultimate slash thing that goes full screen completely ignores the tornado. His whatever the absorption move is called again. I'm mashing lights and whatever the absorption move is called. I never remember Karma. Karma completely ignores the tornado. So if you throw a tornado and he does Karma, you'll get pulled in. You'll get punished. You'll get punished for throwing it, and he'll get a full combo on a crouching you. So he has that. So he has that to beat tornado as well. So yeah, he has a lot of things that counter Grimnir, and Grimnir himself doesn't have a lot of things to counter him. He was already a pretty bad matchup for Grimnir before. The big difference was we at least had a Fuzzy to fight against him, but at the same time he could also Fuzzy us. But at least made our offense better against him. But now the Fuzzies are gone, and he was made stronger. It's a bit rough. So yes, it's basically agreed upon now that Grimnir doesn't have a ton of bad matchups, but it's also agreed upon that it's also for the most part agreed upon that Bubs is the worst.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Plus I'm with.
Great.
Bunch. Yeah, it's like speaking of not being able to challenge normals. Fighting 2B. Yeah, that's fun. I need to meet the person who thought it was a good idea to give Basaraga 3 charges of his freaking 5U. I need to call him nuts. Who the hell thought multiple stacks of Soul Forge was what the character needed? It's like, he just used his charge. You can do something, right? Nope, he's just going to keep mashing whatever he feels. He's going to keep mashing whatever he feels like. Because he still has armor for another 3, 4, 5 seconds. And you just gotta sit there and wait. Oh, don't worry. I agree on the far end as well. I literally compared it to freaking Vegito and Swiftmaster. So if that doesn't confirm my hatred for the attack, I don't know what does. I can tell you, I don't feel them. A couple matches in our first attempt, BSG at one point spammed them back to back to back, Because you cannot, because I swear to God, you cannot punish that shit either. Well, Vasaraga mashing Soul Forge against Grimnir Dash is kind of like people mashing jumping light against Grimnir Dash. It's like, does it work sometimes? Yes. Is it the option to beat Grimnir? No. Does it annoy the hell out of me anyways? Also yes. Yep, but you have to just wake up Armor Mash, because he still has it.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage. Great.
I'm sure there's thought behind it, but I swear to God, sometimes it really doesn't feel like it. Okay.
Battle 2. Engage. Battle 3. Engage.
Oh yeah, I'm sure everyone thought that it's only fair if we give Vasaraga's Soul Forge 3 charges. If we made it where Vasaraga gets even better combos mid screen now because of all the heavy button buffs. And if we give him probably the most broken Pharah in the game. I think everyone agreed that the way we need to nerf the character is the way we need to nerf the character is to just make the 5v worse. They saw your struggle, dude. If they're doing it based purely off of struggle, then Grimnir should not have lost his fuzzy, or Grimnir should have gotten a compensation buff to it. Because Zenith did not survive long in top 8, and I drowned in pools, and yet somehow Grimnir still lost his fuzzy, and got nothing in return. Zane asking for Grim buffs? No, he does not. No, he does not need it. I'm just pointing out that no, that is not That's not what happened. They just decided, hey, this character who you know may got 2 spots in Evo Japan top 8 needs a laundry list of buffs for some reason. Yeah, that's a more logical freaking answer. That's about dodging time. Yes, I no they were done before before Evo Japan.
Battle 3. Engage.
That's a joke. That was good, Nixie. GG, Jesse. No, you're fine. I'm opening the door. Was good, Greyfish. Wish Riazo would quit. Wish Riazo would quit doing the round robin thing at 6. That is a little. I can basically do it, and I can basically do it literally basically any other hour, except for the one he chose. So annoying. All good, Jesse. We can play. We can always play another time. How goes the bubble bobble? It's going all right. You like the new YouTube video today? Every Wednesday, people. All right, every Wednesday. I was about to post YouTube, but Nightbot did it for me. So subscribe. Every Wednesday, new videos. Oh yeah, lots of me hating on Vasaraga in that video. Totally, lots of me hating on Vasaraga, I'm sure. Well, based on the fact that the last time I posted a YouTube video was 3 months ago, which I've got 5 videos already recorded and sent over for editing. So new video every Wednesday should hopefully be going. He is most definitely a nightmare. To say the least. What can go wrong, he says before he ends up running into me, right? Well, it would give me someone to fight. At the same time though, I have a match for the League of Legends Mid-Season Invitational going on my other monitor. So if you guys see me keep looking over there and staying looking over there, I'm doing more than just reading chat now. Normally I look over here, I read chat, but I've also got a stream up. Does Mother keep going with you to Boston this week? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is Mudkip coming with me to Boston this week?
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yes. All right. I'll try and remember to bring Mudkip to Boston with me this week. I also gotta start. I also gotta start remembering, because I've only done it for one of the videos so far. I gotta try to remember for all videos at the very end saying subscribe for Mudkip and then hold him up for the camera. How's that Messiah been? It's basically what you'd expect. It's 2 Koreans and 2 Chinese teams in the top 4. but it's game 5 right now for the 2 best teams in Korea. One of them will go to the finals, and one of them will go to losers to fight against the winner of the 2 Chinese teams. So NA shot the bed. NA and EU shot the bed. Yes.
Believe in victory.
Well, I shouldn't say shot the bed. FlyQuest was 1 game away from taking down the number 2 team from China. And then if they did, then they'd be the one fighting the Chinese team tomorrow instead of the Chinese fighting each other. But unfortunately, they got absolutely gutted in game 5, like an almost 20,000 goal lead by the end of the game. It was bad. So NA didn't really shit the bed. It was just a bit rough. That being said though, EU most definitely shot the bed. So NA is at least better than EU. EU is currently the worst region. Yep, as much as things change, as much as things stay the same, NA and EU take turns being the worst regions, and China and Korea are constantly fighting each other nonstop. So yeah, what else is new? What goes on Draven? Oh, they went Draven Pike for game 5? Oh shit. Okay. I'm not gonna. I kind of wish I was watching this with sound now. Doran got Mbessa, probably one of the champions he's been doing best on. Owner got his Lee Sin, who he's very well known for. Faker got his Silas, the champion that somehow for the last year he always carries on. Kuma brought out his secret Draven and then carries on Pike. Okay, if there's ever a team, if there's ever a team of champions that T1 could pick to where I'm like, this is probably going to be their best bet, it would honestly probably be this set of 5. Here's the open. Here's the hoping as we find Greyfish. Bring Mudkip your brand at this point. How ironic is it that how many years of Dragon Ball was it? 4 years of Dragon Ball. Beerus being my mascot, the character I'm known for, the freaking artwork that's on my hitbox. And then all it took was a single tournament where I bring Mudkip. Actually, I didn't even bring him. I bought him at the one tournament. It literally took a single tournament where I bought the Mudkip. It's not even I brought him just because why not? It could be funny. No, I literally bought him there, and all of a sudden people were like, bring him. He's your new mascot. I'm like, really? Spin! Oh. Mudkip is the best starter. I said this before, and I stick by it. I don't know if I would consider the Mudkip full evolution line my all-time favorite evolution line. But if we're talking purely base starters, then Mudkip is definitely my favorite. And might be straight up my favorite water type across all Pokemon, not just the starters. I love Mudkip. Thank you for letting me finally escape the corner. I appreciate it. One of these days, I'd be down to do that. That thing where it literally gives you list upon list of things like type gen, fancy evolution, etc., etc., etc. And then had to narrow down what your favorite Pokemon are. I'd be down to do that sometime on stream.
Believe in victory.
If you guys be interested in that, it'd be fun. Think a lot. Yeah. The only thing, pretty much like the only thing I don't have to think about is would be favorite fire type, favorite dragon type, and favorite Pokemon. Those would be like the only things I wouldn't even have to think about. The Salamence is my favorite Pokemon. Arcanine is my favorite fire type and my second all-time favorite Pokemon. And then I'd have to think about the rest.
Battle 3. Engage. Excellent.
Shout out to my shitty ass normals.
Believe in victory.
I did Farrell. I hit him on the Farrell, and then when I did the second one, it missed. Shitty ass normals. And I died. Good miss, Zane. Good miss.
Battle 2. Engage.
Gravefish is cooking me.
決まったエンドテンペスト次はここからだ見えるか遅い及ばなかったか分子
Battle 3. Engage.
ここでまで世代だと消えた殲滅の停滞せよ裁きを下って勝ち負けにこだわらなくてもさ実戦経験せ
I mean, he's not wrong.
守備はいいな
Here begins Fate's episode. Grimner versus Catalina.
Probably why the
Believe in victory.
no, we ended up getting from the fire rock Arcanine instead, and that mon still did some damage in the meta game. Because high speed, high attack, and some high damaging status moves. Also helps flying was a fairly common type on top of that. So Flare Blitz, along with Rock Smash, Head Smash, led to some damaging results.
星の力よこの戦いに終止符をこれが採用の技の極致これで終わりもう今らしいここだし無駄だな待って
Battle 2. Engage.
I mess around with competitive Pokemon a bit, but I'm probably gonna be waiting primarily for that new Pokemon battling game to come out. Pokemon Champions. I'll probably consider much more getting into competitive for when that comes up. Certainly doesn't look. At first I thought it might be Stadium 3, but it most certainly is not. It most certainly is not Stadium 3, or definitely unless they decided to give Stadium 3 Mega Evolutions and Terrestrialization. Which I guess they technically could have.
この剣こそが私のパートナー。俺によってそこだ。これだ。どうだ。出滅の一撃。失敗。舞い上がる。神秘戦争だ。剣。大いとならず。シッ。希望の前へ。
Great.
さすぎるな。なんじゃ今勝利の風をまとっている。精霊の騎士の聖少女
Which four types never made Elite 4?
まっすぐな剣技だった。
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Fighting discs. Okay, fighting rocks. Steel, fire, dragon, ice, poison, ghost, fairy.
Battle 2. Engage.
Grass?
Excellent.
Yay.
Excellent.
Electric.
Battle 3. Engage. Great. Excellent.
Normal.
Great.
I got 2 agents at the seals. That's fun.
実力は拮抗しているようだが。ゲランやジェータ
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Water. I'm sure there's a water one. I just don't remember there being a water one. Oh, okay. I was like, I'm sure there's a water one, but every time I thought of a water one, it just ends up being ice. Okay.
Great.
Wait, really? Okay, I wouldn't have gotten that then because I scratched fairy off the list. Plus one, there's a fairy Elite Four. Really? Really? There wasn't a fairy? That's surprising. Too deep, going too deep. Oh no. Well, damn.
마칭 완료. 효자도開口に 備えよ.
Oh, like an X and Y.
Here begins
Siebel and X and Y was a water Elite Four member.
Grimner versus
Damn.
Catalina. Believe in victory.
Well, I'll still take it. I got 3 out of 4.
Engage.
無駄だな.
Great. Battle 2. Engage. Great.
The range on my DP is atrocious. That's unfortunate. I did not remember the water. I did not remember the water from X and Y. Definitely been quite some time since I played through it. I played through Y a single time. So even though Y is probably one of my most played Pokemon generations, it's not because I played through the game multiple times. I have just shiny hunted a lot in that game. But I remember Flinch from Diamond and Pearl for fire. I was like, I swear there was not a grass. And then normal is just normal type specialists are rare in across anything involving Pokemon. Like even when it comes to gym leaders, normal is beyond rare. So I was like, I'm fairly sure it's not an Elite Four thing either. Yeah, but I'll be honest. I didn't think about Wallace because I was thinking Elite Four. I wasn't thinking Champions. So like when I said Steel has one, I didn't say that thinking of Steven. Also my headset just died, so I no longer have volume. And yeah, Gravefish seems like might be a might end up being an early night for us tonight. This is what it's gonna look like. 'Oh yeah, how'd that go? I messed around with some Nen Impact today. That Kokanoe? That's who I mess around with when I played Central Fiction. Or for the very short time I tried it.
Here begins Fate's episode. Vera versus Grimner. Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Oh shit! It's a not Gravefish. Also, you guys want to hear something funny? Apparently SNK just dropped their recent or their most up-to-date character usage rate as well as a matchup percentage. So this month, Hokutomaru, as of now, Hokutomaru does now actually have a losing matchup according to the matchup charts. He loses to Ganachi. Apparently, the only matchup he has where his win rate is less than 50%, is against freaking Salvatore.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Okay, we're fine. Spin!
Battle 2. Engage.
Mashing did not work. I gotta be right back.
人の子の可能性は我が想像を超えている。
Jida. Grimner versus Jida.
準備よし
腕がうずいているんだ。
Excellent. 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 Excellent.
風の刻印
Excellent.
Just trying to beat into my head, pretty much. When to hold and when not to hold.
Here begins Fate's episode. Belia versus Grimner. Believe in victory. Engage.
Ah, that was the tornado. Oh, tornado.
Great. Excellent.
I hate no escape so much. I hate no escape so much, man.
Battle 2. Engage. Great. Battle 3. Engage.
Imagine having both brave counters blocked, followed immediately. All the defeat. Imagine having both brave counters blocked, and then we end up going for a handshake grab.
Believe in victory.
That's probably a little awkward, to say the least. Gotta press heavy, man. Gotta press heavy afterwards. You're getting hits and you're not confirming them.
Battle 2. Engage.
Fair enough. Good. Hold the button for that one, Zane. Hold the button for that one. Good job. The point. He's making reads that are right. It's just if he wants to make the read, there are literally better things to do that would win him the game. I have no clue why he does half the shit he does. Hold the button, Zane. I realized the second I did 2-2-U that it was going to drop. Wait, if you realize the second and you did 2-2-U is going to drop, just freaking 5L. Why'd you still spin? Because literally, if you realize, oh shit, I was supposed to hold it, you literally just do this, and it's the same old safe jump we've been doing. I'm so stupid. I'm assuming we don't hold on this.
Excellent.
RG, hold on this.
Great. Excellent.
What's up, Rev?
Great.
Hey, barely. Fair. I want to get to 19K, then I'm probably gonna call it myself. Oh, quick getting people with 200 MS. I might actually be able to do that. So if you're that tired, why aren't you sleeping there, man? Am I ready to net it up next week? Next week I'm in Boston, Plasma. The game literally comes out when I'm in Boston. That being said, yes, when I get back, we'll try it.
Here begins Fate's episode. Belly up.
Well, I do already have a TOD with with Killua.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Damn, what? Okay, that brings up an entirely different question of why did you just wake up? Did you just did you just can't sleep and you woke up in the middle of the night for some reason?
Battle 2. Engage.
Ah, okay.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
I was gonna say your alarm's set for 3 a.m. Like what the? That's like what the hell are you doing? A too early doctor's appointment. Roger that. Getting your leg checked out, I'm guessing. Fingers crossed that that they figure out whatever the hell's going on then. Alarm set for 5 hours from now. And my alarm's set for 9 hours from now. That's why I'm not going to bed for a while.
Battle 3. Engage. Great.
Although not exactly a bad thing for me to go to sleep early. Go to sleep early, wake up early. Will help get me ready for Boston next week. East Coast time. Exactly. But yeah, plasma. See. I'm totally ready for Net Impact next week. I got my TOD already. I'll set up already. through the yeah through the probably. I don't think any side brackets are up right now, but there probably will be. Like I said, we'll mess around with this game when I come back from Boston, but it's primarily just going to be a Grand Blue practice to get ready for Evo. But I'm glad that Killua and Hisoka have some synergy though, at least. That way I'll just need to figure out a third. Let me know what Tokon is when they have a demo at the Evo floor. I'd be shocked if Tokon has a demo at Evo or at this Evo. They literally just revealed the game and we've seen 8 characters, so I'd be surprised if they're like, "Yep, game's playable at Evo." If there's a trailer at Evo, just like I'm going for the most part, I will try to record as many of the Evo announcement things as I can while I'm there to be able to show you guys the crowd reactions. But yeah, so Killua and Hisoka are definitely going to be 2 of the characters I'm probably going to play. It's just going to be a matter of who's going to be the third character. Meruem is still the current plan, but I still have to actually see the character first. Crollo is definitely possible too, because he's a little broke. His super's a little broken. Stave my arm! Yeah, I have indeed heard that too. Fortunately, there's a high likelihood I will not be anywhere near Tasty Steve when announcements are happening. True, but that being said, though, I probably am just going to call it here since we did get over the 19,000 crystals. So I'll probably put up the funny end screen this time, and then I'll say thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I know tomorrow is Variety Thursday, but we did finish Liza P, and since I'm going to be vanishing next week for Boston, and then I'm going to be back for a week, and then I'm going to be back for literally 1 week, and then I'm going to be off to Evo. We're probably just play Grand Blue tomorrow, and we'll pick up Xenoblade 2 again post Evo. Because otherwise it's going to be Xenoblade tomorrow, and then tournament, and then no Xenoblade, and then tournament. So I think we'll just practice for the upcoming tournaments, and then we'll get back on the Xenoblade Thursdays again after Evo. Yeah, after I hopefully win that golden fight stick, exactly. So until then, hope you guys have a good rest of your day and night. Whatever time for you guys, because time zones, as always, are a very weird thing. Until next time, I will touch you guys later. Bye, guys.